I run a $15,000 a month AI automation agency, and I answer you guys' questions in the comments every single day. My name's Roman Peschke, and yeah, like I said, just drop a comment if you have any questions around starting, growing, scaling, anything around an AI automation agency. Then in these videos, I normally talk about what I did today to actually grow the business. Then I wrap up with YouTube channel growth stats. So, Colvier Claire, can you explain a bit more about when I should turn off an ad, please? I'm confused. Yeah, this is something I covered yesterday, I believe, talking about some meta ad changes that happened with the big ol' Andromeda update. And I was talking about how with the new way that they're doing the targeting, sometimes the ads inside your campaign might have a super poor cost per lead, but they're functioning as a top of funnel ad and they're actually supporting your ads that are further in the customer journey there. And so you shouldn't always turn it off when that cost per lead is super high. It's a little bit situational. Now, if you're doing local lead gen, you're just spamming offer ads 24/7. I think it's still pretty viable to go about it in the old way of just like standard looking at cost per lead, killing high, making variations of the low. But the real game is in like shoving a ton of creative volume and variety down Meta's throat right now, and just being a Chad about it. So when should you turn off an ad? I'm gonna run through a couple of situations. One is local lead gen. Let's say you have two ads that are performing. One's getting you cheap cost per lead. Of course, you're gonna leave that one alone. Let's say ad number 2 is expensive and it has super poor engagement. Meaning, if it's a video, like the cost per 3-second play is super expensive, or if it's like a static image, the click through rate's terrible. Like the time spent on the ad, especially if it's a video, is abysmal. Just super low engagement overall. I would kill it if it's that plus expensive. Now, if it's super expensive, but all the engagement metrics are solid, I would probably make another variation of whatever that poor performer is, run it at the same time, and see if you can do better than that. And then just let those compete for your new like top of funnel ad. So that's how I would handle it. Local lead gen. If you're doing like a national campaign for something, you have like a bigger budget, you basically have more money to test with, and so I would basically be running multiple variations all the time. I wouldn't wait for it to be a super high cost ad to run those variations. I would just be instead of like the standard test 3 against each other. If you have like a larger budget on a national level or like international level, be doing like 6 plus per ad set there. Doing one campaign, one ad set, 6 ads. So these aren't like the be all end all of rules, but it's just that now a high cost per lead doesn't necessarily mean it's a loser. And the best way to tell if like the types of ads that you're running, if this applies to that, the best way to tell is next time you have a super cheap cost per lead coming in from one ad and just super high spend from another ad with poor results. If you kill the other ad and all of a sudden your cost per lead dramatically rises on the other one, then then you kind of know what was going on. It's kind of right now, it's still new enough to where I don't have the exact like if this happens then do that laid out. And so it's kind of like it's a little bit looser on how you're interpreting the results. So play around with it. If in your market with what you are advertising, you see a trend across the basically top of funnel, bottom of funnel ads feeding into each other like that. If you see that as a trend, then it can inform your decisions going forward. And you know, like, okay, I probably shouldn't kill this underperforming ad because I know every time I do that, then my top performer takes a huge hit. Now, what if you have an ad that gets zero spend towards it? That's your loser now because that's not getting shown to anyone. It's been filtered through the new algorithm. And they looked at it and they went, "This blows," and they threw it away. And so that's how you can get like a clear cut loser, is if it just gets zero spend. So hopefully that helps. I'll probably formalize my thought process around this pretty soon, just to have it written out, because I know that was kind of a loose explanation. But if you need more clarifying questions, feel free to ask it, and I'll try and dial it in when it's not the end of the day for me. Hey, brother, I want to enter the AI agency world, but I don't know where to start. Some say learn N8N, while others say use Go High Level for everything. Can you give me a roadmap of what to do, and and why businesses should trust me in agency, even though I don't have any proof or proof of concept for my work? You see me comment a lot, so I hope you don't mind. Hey man, that's no problem at all. So N8N versus Go High Level depends on how technically inclined you are and what you're trying to sell, to be honest. So tool-wise, since you have zero knowledge on each, at least that's what I'm going to assume here, I would hold off on making that decision until you do the important job of niching down to your target avatar and deciding what you're going to sell. And then you figure out if N8N is a better tool to fulfill on that promise, or if Go High Level is a better tool to fulfill on that promise. If you're doing like AI-enabled lead reactivation plus ads plus conversational AI plus voice receptionist to handle those inbound leads, Go High Level. If you're doing some like RAG, like chatbot setup for a business for like internal use, then I would go N8N. So it depends on what you niche down to. And then as far as a roadmap, very first thing, niche down. Let me find the video to get you on the right track here. It's called, where are you at? Look at all my ABC tests. Let's go to the next page. Why did I make this? I believe it's this one. Let's go to the comments. I think I go through the niche selection kind of outline during this video. Hey, I run a $10,000 a month ad. You can see it is back in the pre 15K days right there. But no, this is not the video I'm looking for. No, we've gone too far back. Let's do... maybe it's this one. My name's Roman Peshki. Honestly, I'll just paste it below this video. I have a little Google Doc that will walk you through the niche creation process. It's from my school community. So I'll just paste it below this because I can't find the video where I actually cover it right now. Daily growth, 613. Oh yeah, and why would business owners work with you? The easiest way to overcome that, if that's a really big hurdle in your mind, is to work for free for a couple of guys, for a couple of business owners, and get some fire testimonials from them. And then there's your proof. That's the fastest way to go about it. Maybe not the fastest. I mean, the fastest would be like unethical and like lie. Do not do that, but that would technically be the fastest way to get actual proof and build up trust is work for people for free and get those testimonials. Another example is, since you are about to go niche down to a super specific problem that business owners are actually facing, you could build a demo of the exact problem that you're going to solve. So say you're hopping around Reddit groups doing your research and you see that in XYZ industry, they're having a super, super hard time converting their leads into paying customers. And now, if somebody's having that issue, a couple of things to look at would be lead quality, but the major one is going to be speed to lead. It's like a 291% or like 391% increase in likelihood if you get to them within 5 minutes, I want to say. Let's see. Yep. 60 seconds. Yeah, even better. So that's probably the biggest stat jump they're going to get from any one thing. So if you build out an example demo system of something that'll get to their leads in those 60 seconds, you can confidently present that to a business owner and be like, hey, I know you're struggling with XYZ. Here's the exact thing I built to solve that problem. Let me show it to you. Let me show you how it works. And there's your proof of concept right there. So hopefully that helps. Let me jump into the school community really quick. Let's go here. Let's go search, and what was I gonna search? Oh yeah, I think it's $$. Nope. Let's go. How to pick banger. Grab it here. All right, here's a doc. I'm gonna share. Anyone with the link? Cool. So this is all the steps, the scorecard on how to like find the correct niche. Made some AI prompts you can throw to make that research process easier, and then a Google sheet to kind of outline that whole process for you, and you just click on make a copy there. So yeah, the whole thing's kind of self-contained inside here. If you want to join the school community, there's more stuff like this. So come on in. But I'm going to throw this in the comment for you. I'm actually going to reply to you with this. Check out today's video. And here you go. Bang. All right, so anyone else watching, if you want to grab that, it'll be on Meta Ads Changed What AI Agencies Need to Know. So yeah, that's it for today. I will see you, lovely, lovely folks, tomorrow.